Good morning folks, I'm delighted to be back in the school, able to give us the weekly update. Maybe I should start by apologising to those who are looking for access to school on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday of last week. Unfortunately, we got caught up in a bit of a hiccup with snow clearing that affected a number of schools across Fife. Really sorry about that. However, it's something which I think is now cleared up and hopefully will not happen again, but I'm sorry that we weren't able to open for the last part of last week. Now, an awful lot going on this week and I'll just try and take you through it, okay? So the first thing to say is this, that for the vast majority of our pupils, home learning will still be carrying on, and that is for the foreseeable future. However, tomorrow, that would be the Tuesday the 16th, there will be an announcement by the Scottish Government that may allow a partial return to school for some of our senior school to take place from Monday the 22nd of February. Now, these are for the pupils who need access to school to do particular bits of their SQA courses. And it's a partial return, and as I said already, most people will still be working at home. So, how will this work? Well, the first thing to say is, if your child is going to be called into school next week, the first communication that you will receive is a message to say that testing kits will be available in school later this week so they can be tested ahead of coming into school. So look out for that communication. If you don't receive it, it's because your child is not coming into school. Now, the contact to your child will be made by subject departments. They will make it clear to your child when they're due in and for what subject. So they know when they come in, they've got to head for that particular subject. Now, we are operating an AM and PM system, so there's a 2-hour session in the morning, a 2-hour session in the afternoon. If you're coming in to school in the morning, we'd suggest that you come in for 9 o'clock, as close to that as possible. And for the afternoon session, it's at 12:30. Both sessions will last for 2 hours. When you come in, come through the office main door, and there'll be a sign-in at that point as you come through the door. Now, we're operating strict 2-metre social distancing. So that means that when your child comes into school, we'd expect them to be masked, we'd expect them to clean their hands with the hand sanitizer as you come through the door, and to keep 2-metre distanced throughout their time in school. Now, we have the classrooms laid out for 2-metre social distancing, and it's important that they don't get into groups and so on. And that would include on the bus to school, that there's supposed to be 2-metre social distancing on transport as well. As I've said already, we're not offering lunch, but the cafe will be open for snacks and drinks and so on, and that's absolutely fine. They can go down to the cafe and pick something up, eat it in the room that they're working in, and make sure that they're not, going terribly hungry. We know that's important for teenagers. They get very hungry at that age. As soon as a task is finished, your child will be able to leave the school. Some of the tasks will last for the 2-hour session, others will finish in much less time. So they'll be able to leave when the task is completed. And the final thing to mention is this will be subject to review 2 weeks after starting on the 22nd. So we should hear a review of this on the week beginning the 1st of March, during that week, okay? So just to summarise again, it's a very limited return to school. Your child will be contacted directly if they're involved in coming into school to complete work for their SQA and so on. They must keep to strict social distancing, masked, washing their hands and so on, and they're only to stay in school whilst that task that they have to come in is being completed. So that's pretty much it. And Carrie Lindsay has also published a letter and a video just to give more details and so on. So those communications will be on their way to you, okay? Again, any concerns, any worries, please contact your child's guidance teacher directly at the school and we can sort anything out. So keep well, keep safe at home, and look out for the communications to come. Thanks for listening. All the best. Bye just now.